everyone, and welcome back to Escaping Carcosa Offline. I am Michaël, the GM, or Keeper in this case, for our 7th edition Call of Cthulhu game. And as per usual, we will go around and introduce our investigators. Starting with Dre.
Hey, I'm Dre, they, them, and I play Fable, she, they, although I keep reflexively leaning they-word, because I am a they. And Fable is here to steal information they're not supposed to have, and hopefully break into Carcosa and get her girl back. I can be found at Dre Silvertooth on Twitter, DREA.
Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I play the character Guy Jury. He is a private investigator, at least that's what he calls himself. We both use he, him pronouns, and you can find me on Twitter at JAK_true. That's JAK_true, all lowercase.
And Father Mo.
Hi, my name's Fathimo. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Noor, who is currently a little annoyed at Guy, I think, but they'll probably get over it. And she'll probably just forget, because she's definitely neurodivergent. And you can find me on Twitter at my name, FATUMAAAA, 4 A's at the end _, or recently on TikTok at Fathimo Reacts, where I talk about books a lot.
Love that for you, by the way.
You know what my favorite thing about this episode is going to be?
I'm so excited.
I'm like book stuff. Yes, here for it.
Recently being 6 or 7 months ago, by the time this episode releases, I believe.
True, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Where are we at in the backlog?
This is a time capsule, actually.
Let's see when this episode comes out, where I'm at on TikTok, if I'm still on TikTok.
My favorite thing about this episode is that if Noor is mad at Guy, that means that we've moved past the 4 episodes where everybody was super mad at Fable the entire time. So we've moved past that.
True, because I'm neurodivergent and I forgot about that.
And it's been a couple weeks in real life, and so if we just all move beyond that, then I can thank you for taking the heat.
Surely you always knew it would just be a matter of time before someone was annoyed enough at Guy again.
I know, we're just cycling through. It's really just a cycle of who's mad at who at this point.
Before Guy lit something on fire or threatened somebody or yelled at Gale. Yeah.
Gale? For Gale.
Did I just say the word Gale? And Fatima was like, Gale!
Yeah,
I just said his name.
Oh my goodness. All right, everyone. So as it stands in Escaping Carcosa Offline, the hospitals are seeing more strange occurrences with the individuals who have been stuck in this sleep-like state since diving into Carcosa Online. Additionally, our investigators gave Mauve and Gale some time to themselves to go on a date that Gale didn't know was a date, and the other 3 made their way to Toad Jam, where Noor has been and was invited personally by the Toad, whom they all decided they would forego meeting, even if he plans to meet them. They instead got what info they needed from Gibbs, who was working a double agent type of gig between Nostradamus and Toad Jam, unbeknownst to the group outside of Noor. Mauve and Gale's not date took them to Mauve's gallery, where a new exhibit had popped up in their absence called the Yellow Sign, and upon taking a tumble, the two fell alongside a painting and screams from Gale ensued. So Mauve and Gale are going to enjoy the rest of their date throughout this session, and we tune in on our 3 investigators who are standing outside of Toad Jam.
At some point, I know that Noor has the headset that she tried running some diagnostic checks on, just on the laptop that she got from Toad Jam.
Have you done that yet?
I did, but I didn't get a lot of information out of it.
Yeah.
And it was just I don't think the laptop would have worked out. So definitely at some point wants to go back into her apartment and run diagnostics tests on a machine that she knows with software that she's written, and try to do some more sleuthing there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then I think there were discussions of possibly breaking into Nostradamus and kind of scoping that out, dependent.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has a good idea, but can I roll that thing that I roll when I'm asking the universe for divine intervention about who I should rob? I mean, what we should do.
You can roll in your intelligence for idea, essentially.
Okay, I rolled a 76.
What divine intervention are you seeking from the Cthulhu universe?
She stands there She closes her eyes. She pictures Michaël for some reason, and she thinks,
Breaking
"Wow!"
the fourth wall.
Break,
The wall.
punches, backflips through the fourth wall, and says, "Dear
Oh,
Michaël,
gosh.
help me. Where do I go? What do I do?"
Oh my goodness. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to seek guidance about Nostradamus, or where to go from here from Toe Jam? There's a few different ways that you could find some knowledge, as it were.
I'm not sure what else to investigate to get information because we followed up with Toe Jam pretty thoroughly, and they're working on it. I might be able to steal something from Nanolutions for them later, but not yet. My mom is already working at the hospital, so we'll get information from her when she's ready. I already broke into Victoria Highland's house. Guy already hit up his weapons contact.
Although we do need to follow up on that.
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
Your mom is on her way home now, though, I think, from work.
I think she'll be coming home soon. Yeah. So Fable, you're kind of standing there. You're feeling a little defeated because you just want to get your girlfriend out of this game. You're tired of coming, not home, but to Gail's home, to see her laying there and in this sleep-like state, and you just want something done. You want something to happen, some way to feel better, right? And you remember that you have the option of watching a stream to kind of boost your morale if you need it. That's always an option. Your mom did bring her phone as well if you want to reach out, see how her day is going at the hospital. She should be wrapping up soon. You would know. It was a shorter day for her since she had orientation and more so shadowing than anything. Just kind of getting a lay of the hospital itself and the floor that she's working on. And outside of that, you have contacts that kind of, although the bridge may have been burned, depending on how she's feeling after Guy's little performance at the storage unit, you do know that there's some people that you've kind of blackmailed the group as a whole or been able to persuade to help you out where needed.
Well, what else was it we need to do? I think I at least showed Fable the ID card from the mail boy, the mail guy.
Okay, you
Thomas.
did end up telling her about that.
What did you show me?
The ID card that I took from the guy at the bar,
Great. Okay.
who works in the mail room.
Oh, so we can get into Nostradamus. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, maybe.
It was quite late in the day now, so I might have to wait till tomorrow. And we also wanted Noor to look at the headset, right?
Yeah, so run some tests on it back at my house
Okay.
at some point.
So Noor can look at the headset. At some point, we can break into Nostradamus. Again. No, we broke into Mopop. We can break into Nostradamus proper.
Yes.
We can set Guy up on a date with Victoria and see how it goes.
An
And
apology date.
definitely going to put a GoPro on him and see what happens.
Yes.
And we need to follow up with Cannoli for weapons.
Cannoli.
Mr. Cannoli. And then, of course, there's always, outside of what you all already know or have been delving into, you can always go explore around the city.
It's true.
Or if there's something you want to see in the city, right? We can always make it happen.
I learned about an entire wall made of gum in Seattle, and I want to go there.
It is the thing. I've put gum on it.
Is it the one where everyone just, yeah?
Yeah, there's a wall beneath the gum, but you'll never find it.
You
You'll
won't
never
find it.
find it.
I've put so much gum on that wall. Like,
Wow.
actually, it was always like the field trip in elementary. It was like, let's go to the gum wall, kids, because it's like, what 6-year-old doesn't want to see a bunch of trash?
This is a perfect place to be like a witch that uses DNA because there's 10 million little spits on that wall. And you can just clone.
Some of
Anyway,
them are, yes, they're copies of some. Can confirm.
There's 6 to 7 Fathomos out in the world right now. You could say
7. At least.
At least.
Well, I can't open streams on my burner phone, I don't think.
No, probably
Also,
not.
do burner phones mean more than a flip phone in 2050?
Yeah, so it's probably like a cheap touchscreen.
But that would imply Wi-Fi connection, which I feel like you wouldn't want on a burner phone.
It's probably got like 3 or 4 layers of VPN.
Don't you think that Noor probably has constant Wi-Fi just radiating off of her at all times?
Personal hotspot.
I log on to Noor's personal hotspot.
Do I can now me being like there's just an antenna that pops out of my head. Hi, welcome to Noor's hotspot. Get out.
Okay, well, Fable would like to watch a stream. Fable would like to watch Smiley's stream, if that's still going.
I mean, we could watch that at my apartment.
Okay.
Do you say this? Do you say this out loud? You're like, I'm gonna go watch a stream, right?
Hello, it's me. Hi, I know that I sound a lot like Dre, but it's a little higher, so don't worry, it's not. Hi, it's me. And I was wondering if I want to watch a stream of my partner fighting demons, and I will need between 1 to 2 people to possibly hold me during this, but I would like to do that. Where can we do that?
I mean, we could always just go to my apartment. There are a lot of screens, and I know you don't like that.
I'm not about it, but
Like, we could, like, watch it in the living room, where there's one screen.
do you have Pop-Tarts? We already went over this, you don't.
I don't, but we could get some on the way.
Sold. Pop-Tarts, watching the stream, yes.
Yeah. I call one of the 8 transportations that we have in the city.
We have done so much world building specifically.
I know, just transportation. I mean, it makes sense, right? Seattle's like all about partially about public transport, and it's a walkable city. So I'm
It very much is.
I'm like, y'all could have picked anything. Y'all could have picked shops. You could have picked downtown districts, but you picked cars.
It's great.
Do you think there's like a scooter rental app, but it's like
gosh.
3 scooters attached to each other?
Here we go.
And it's
Yes!
Are we going to get tandem scooters?
We're
Yes!
getting tandem
We're
scooters.
getting tandem scooters. All 3 of us get on tandem scooters. And it's going to be another one of those episodes. And what is this called? I think it's highly dangerous. I think it may be more dangerous than Tuber.
Are you you're requesting this? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm requesting, and you have to actually put in the number of people so that it knows. I don't know how they get to us. Maybe we just find them on the street and we connect them. Or I haven't figured out the logistics. I'm overthinking it.
Okay, I got you. So, oh gosh, what are some of the popular ones? Lime.
It's called Line, not Line. That's a real thing, I'm pretty sure.
No, yeah. I'm gonna call it Flying, like spelled Fline, but it sounds like flying. And they're actually hovercraft scooters.
Ooh!
I love it.
To account for the kind of like weight differential, since they're made specifically for multiple occupied vehicular riding. So the slight hovercraft aspect of it helps to keep things as safe as they can be on a slightly floating scooter that has access to roadways and sidewalks and all of that fun stuff. But it is much like your scooter rentals, where some of the time you find them kind of propped up in a section that is like made for them, and you can go just pop a few coins in the meter or use an app on your phone.
Noor hasn't seen a coin in ever, I'm pretty sure.
Right, I know. It's like no one uses meters anymore. It's like all the parking apps now, and you find what zone you're in and you rent it out for however long you need it.
You just look at the sign above the scooters or the
Literally.
flyings.
Can we say that they magnetically interlock? So we can choose to separate them or have them as a triple?
Yes, I like that a lot. I like that.
They're going to interlock.
Yes. So they're individual scooters, but they have mechanisms that allow them to interlock as well. Mm-hmm. And you can make it, I feel like there's probably safety instructions, and they advise you not to lock up more than 5 scooters at once.
Good thing we're a group of 4.
Which means it's happened before, right?
Do we have to like roll something to use these?
Yes, we have to make an athletics roll or whatever the equivalent is.
I'll say, since this is, you all have lived in Seattle for a little while, so you've probably used them in passing, but,
Okay.
Maybe you don't do too much combo scooter riding. This is an extenuating circumstance.
Oh, listen, speak for yourself. I think Fable does combo scooter riding whenever possible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Where's Tenzin? There was a joke there. I don't know what it was.
Absolutely.
Damn it. Damn
Absolutely. So I will let you all use either like the driving,
The drive auto, okay.
I'll say technology, right? Or like computer use, because it's pretty high tech.
Okay.
Or Dex.
Computer use. Driving, computer use, or Dex.
Take your pick. They're all applicable for one reason or another. Just to see how this shindig goes.
Computer use, and I rolled an 18, and my computer use is a 35, so just above the half mark.
Okay, I'm using dexterity, which is a 70, and I rolled a 45.
Nice.
Cool. So my
And
my highest is Dex, which is 45. So I'm gonna.
let's see it.
I've also noticed there is a ride stat, but I'm gonna use Dex.
Ooh, there is a ride stat actually.
Tenzin needs to be here for that because of the
Yes.
jokes. that would be
I
coming.
know.
Say if you're not the one driving, if you want to use ride.
I rolled a 74 over my 45.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Noor's driving, because I know where my apartment is.
Fair enough.
Can it be like a multiple, like it was mainly successes? Because
I think-
I'm actually driving.
Tell you what, I know where Noor lives. I will walk.
I mean,
Oh, no, you won't.
The most concerning sentence that I've ever heard anyone say to me. Noor makes a mental note to look for different apartments to move to, maybe. I think I should take us to my apartment, if that's okay.
Guy, remember we talked about you have to like at least pretend you don't know where people live, their social security number, where they went to high school. You have to pretend we know you know, but you have to pretend you don't know. Because it's really super alarming.
This has happened before.
all this is happening. Noor, you managed to get you've used a scooter a few times. Not that often, but you know the ordeal, and you get it all booted up, get the mechanisms running so that way the magnetic field kind of is ready to attach additional scooters. You pull up the app and you type in you're doing ride sharing for 3, so you can get that rented out and secured. Fable, you kind of just waddle over with the second piece of the scooter for an additional attachment. Noor's already kind of got it set up, the magnetic field's on, so it attaches. You hear a little locking mechanism.
Fable has complete plans to like stand on one foot as they're doing this and try to do tricks on the scooter on the way over.
And Guy, you go to grab the third piece, and you know it's a little clunky, right? It has a lot of mechanics to it to make it work the way it's supposed to. And as you're also bringing your piece on over to the other two pieces, I imagine that your coat kind of gets caught for a brief moment as you go to attach the locking mechanism, and so your coat is stuck, but for a moment. But thankfully there is a release button.
God damn it! This thing's vintage.
Hold on, and just goes way faster than she's actually supposed to.
It's like the scooters on campus. People just run into you.
Absolutely. Everyone's like, go 10 miles, and then she's like going 25.
Beautiful. This is the first time that you've been traveling. I mean, your previous cars and accommodations for ride sharing have had windows or, you know, like loft. You can sit up top and see everything around you. But it's kind of nice to be on a scooter and feel the wind rushing around you and to kind of take in some of Seattle in a different way.
I was reminded when we watched the first episode of the show come out that apparently it frequently acid rains in Seattle.
It does, because the environment's not good.
It's not great.
Are we trying to outrun the acid rain as we head to Noor's apartment?
Is it raining right now? I can't remember.
Do
Was
we
it
all
raining
have
last
acid-proof
episode?
umbrellas? How does
That is
acid-proof sunscreen?
That is a question for you. Do you have an acid-proof umbrella?
No one in Seattle uses umbrellas.
No, it's raincoats.
Thought the moment it was acid.
Then they're just casual acid-proof raincoats that everybody has bought because you use an umbrella in Seattle and we know that you're a tourist.
Okay. Fable's jacket is acid-proof, and she flips her hood up just in case.
Acid-proof or acid-resistant?
Yeah.
Yes. And you all are making your way to Noor's place on this fun little contraption.
Yeah. I feel like Noor lives in Capitol Hill, which is like very much like there are lots of like restaurants and lots of it feels like the cool part of like downtown, and it's pretty central, which like is helpful.
Yeah, it's really nice down there. So you roll up, and I think you've given us a brief description of your apartment before, Noor. So Fable, you are actually seeing Noor's apartment for the second time. Guy, I believe this is your first time at Noor's apartment, even though it seems like you knew where she lived.
No, he's never been here before.
Okay.
Just had the wrong address.
Just stood outside the building before.
He's just he just learned your location to make sure you were who you said you were.
It's very on brand for Guy.
I love it.
Everything is conspiracy. Yeah, so you all you've made your way up to Noor's apartment. And Noor, you have brought the headset with you, or did you already drop it back off? I'm trying to remember.
I still have it with me, I'm pretty sure, in my backpack.
Okay, perfect. So you have that here with you now. Before, when you tried to plug it in and do some diagnostics, it didn't really go too well. Your laptop could only do so much, and it seems like there's also some, maybe like firewall or the like that had been preventing access to certain details of the firmware and such to likely deter people from, jailbreaking their headsets like you would an old console. So that is something that you get to deal with. And
we bought Pop-Tarts on the way.
Yeah, we definitely had a quick gas station Pop-Tart run.
you were on a scooter, so by all means.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just roll up to it.
Guy leaps, combat rolls, grabs the Pop-Tarts, throws a few coins down, jumps back on,
Oh my gosh.
clamps back
At
around
least-
Fable's waist.
Meanwhile, Noor and Fable are doing donuts in the parking lot.
We are absolutely doing donuts in the parking lot.
We have to burn off steam. I think we're doing some completely unnecessary scooter tricks.
Nora still hasn't really slept. She's just like, I want donuts.
We're looking for jumps. Fable's trying to figure out if maybe she can do a flip on the scooter while going over a jump.
This is how we
Oh,
all
goodness.
die, actually, in the game. Not because of an Eldritch Horror.
Because the scooter... What was the name of this transportation company?
Flying.
Flying. Okay, we're all gonna die because of tuber flying, or what if a tuber and a fly? Anyway, never mind.
Hey there, travelers. It's your GM Lucas coming here to talk to you at this middle tro. I was hoping to do this after I got my allergies cleared up, but it has just been nuts this month, so I guess good as ever. So I'm not able to do the wingover voice, or else it sounds super weird and my nose keeps running. But let's talk about Ballad of the Seven Dice. So I have spoken about a few things that we have in motion. We currently have an audio drama that is being looked over by our editor. So that's going to be coming out hopefully maybe November, maybe December. I'm reaching out to some people as well to see how many voices we can get for it, as there's a small cast in the audio drama, but I'm very excited to officially have this moving. Writing process was a lot of fun, and it makes me see that I could probably write a number of these audio dramas and maybe even have a long-running one, but we'll see. I need, first, more editing power. Secondly, we have been seeing so much love over on Spotify. Thank you for joining us from over there. I know that they've implemented this new hashtag feature that allows you to find different genres and types of shows easier. So we have seen a skyrocket in downloads. I think we've seen hundreds over the past few days of people discovering Ballad. So fantastic. Welcome aboard. The story just gets weirder. Hope you're enjoying it. Also remember, on Spotify, you can comment on episodes, like we have this comment from Katie on our last episode. With Loon buying the Screaming Stone, it really cements my thoughts that he and Ronnie from Campaign 1 are really parallels to one another. They make similar chaotic choices, only Ronnie makes decisions selfishly, and Loon's heart is usually in the right place. This, I feel, is because they both hadn't played TTRPGs before. When they both signed up, well, I knew Evan, who played Ronnie in real life. I worked with him. And so he, I did the monorail pitch, got him to join, and he had never played any of this stuff before. And he said, I don't want to play a hero. I want to play just a guy. And when we had Shenye join, who's playing Loon, I think he thought at first it was a voice acting gig, which in a way, but then, quickly realized what it was, but he was still excited to be on board, and he hadn't played this stuff either, so he was also very excited. So I think there was just a real element of not being confined to the ways that we think how TTRPGs should be played and how you should roleplay your character, and they just did it more intuitively, which led to a lot of those chaotic and fun choices, which really just make the story, I think, pop. I really enjoy it. One of my favorite moments, and spoilers if you haven't listened to the first campaign, but when Ronnie switched himself out and went to go have his little town that he wanted all by himself, was so fucking funny. And I think that went on for 6 months or something. The other players didn't even know. It's great. Almost forgot the Curse Radio. Go listen to the Lovely Craftians. They're fantastic. They have amazing horror stories. I have enjoyed their many campaigns that you can go listen to. They have numerous completed ones, and you'll even hear my voice in there for a few characters. So go check it out. A lot of great fun Call of Cthulhu campaign, and here's their promo.
It is absolutely necessary for the peace and safety of mankind that some of Earth's dark, dead corners and unplumbed depths be let alone, lest sleeping abnormalities wake to resurgent life, to newer and wider conquests. H.P. Lovecraft. But what if the worst should happen, and these words go unheeded? The darkness deepens, but you'll find you're not alone with the Lovely Craftians, a Call of Cthulhu actual play podcast, available at lovelycraftianspodcast.com or your favorite podcasting app. We all roll for sanity together here.
All right, dear travelers, if you want to reach out, and apparently I can also comment on your comments on Spotify, so if you want to reach out, chat about episodes, all that kind of stuff, you can do so on Spotify. You could also do so on Patreon, where you can follow us for free, where I've been posting updates monthly about what's going on behind the scenes. You can ask questions. You can also email us at ballad@7dice@gmail.com, which some people do. We don't really use social media lately because the world is a political hellscape and it's not fun, just trying to keep your thoughts of, hey, what about human rights? And there's so many people going, but I like fascism, and they're just the worst. So it's kind of hard being on social media right now. But yeah, so follow us elsewhere. Patreon is a place where we can very much control what's going on and post. We also have a Discord, which you can join. There's a link in the show notes. All right, dear travelers, I don't want to keep you for too long, and I have blown my nose probably 6 times during this recording, so I will let you all go. It has been lovely chatting with you, but I bid you all adieu.
So Noor, you've got the headset. You've got the mini screens as promised. Fable, just so you are aware, there are mini screens in this home. However, you can either set up on one of those screens to watch the stream, or you can, at this point, you've got your burner phone. It is a touch screen, and I'm sure Noor would be more than happy to let you link up to her Wi-Fi if you've not already.
Yeah, I definitely have a hidden network that only I have access to.
Yeah, Fable does that. Fable gets on your secret hidden Wi-Fi, and I think you have a couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a couch, but it's mostly covered in pillows and blankets.
Okay.
So there's a couch there, but there's lots of stuff that you can just so she can flop onto it and be
I think
cozy.
Fable goes to take her jacket off, and as she takes her jacket off and sets the jacket on the floor, you hear 10,000 metal tools hit the ground that are all buried within her jacket.
Oh gosh.
And then tries to curl up in a little nest in the couch and pull up the stream on her phone.
You get the stream pulled up. Smiley is in fact still streaming. And it seems that where you last saw Smiley, which was kind of, setting up a booth and helping out with the mail system and kind of getting people to leave these messages on stream for folks. She's still doing that, but she's been going back and forth between that and another building somewhere in the town. But you see players around the area, it looks a little less excitable in town. There are still people walking around doing what they're doing, whether it's shopping or, you see people pass the areas that Smiley is in the distance, and people are still involved. People are still taking part in the game, but it seems like the overall mood has shifted to a certain extent. And you see Smiley take a seat back at her little stand, who is known for her smile, and it even seems like Smiley is having a hard time smiling. And she lets out a sigh on the stream. She goes to pull up the menu.
And you hear Fable go, "Please be alive, please be alive, just be alive, please be alive, be alive, be alive, be alive, be alive."
And you don't see any of the group that you've seen who you think is Ryan kind of running around town with at the moment. But you do see the menu that Smiley pulls up. And she's kind of mumbling to herself. I don't think she's talking as much to the general populace outside of stream at this point. Probably getting a little more enveloped in the world around her and remembering that in passing more than as a show like she was doing, making it an actual thing. And you notice that the number of players online in the corner says 9,621.
Reminder of how many we started with? I want to say 12.
Mm-hmm. There's still people idly walking up to her stand, though, leaving messages, saying hi on stream. Some people are still having a great time, like, "Hey, what's up?" But I think it's starting to set in.
Can you see, like, hit points or anything that Smiley has on the screen?
Like her hit points?
Like, from her stream? Like, her hit points. Because Smiley's, like, Noor's friend, so she's, like, concerned.
So there's different layouts on the screen, different aspects of the menu, but it looks like, as it stands right now, her hit points and her overall stats, everything looks okay.
Okay.
You do see that she has a symbol that has been donned on her menu, though. And if you want to give me a spot hidden.
That is a 26, which is just above the halfway mark for me.
I imagine you went and kind of sat down your headset that you plan on investigating later and kind of plopped down next to Fable to check out the stream, because you're interested too. This is Smiley.
Yeah.
And you haven't really gotten a check-in on her lately. So you notice that on her menu, almost like you're not sure what kind of marker it is, or if it's a badge even of sorts. You don't really have too much information on the game itself because you haven't played it. But there's a little, what looks to be a sun, like a sunburst with a smile.
Sunburst with a smile. Mm-hmm. Is it yellow?
It is yellow.
Does it look creepy?
Does it look like a familiar shade of yellow? I don't think there's like so many shades of yellow, but just like on the off chance.
This game is single-handedly ruining the color yellow for me.
I'm scared of my little duck on my microphone now because it's yellow.
It's gonna be like, have you seen the yellow sign?
Because my little duck has like a little knife that it holds, because it's like supposed to be protecting my room. But now it's like, well, you're yellow and have a knife. So what am I supposed to do?
It looks like that.
Great, that's not.
Oh, okay, so, well.
She's known for her smile.
Suffice to say, yes, it is a creepy sun. It is a creepy yellow
What do you
sun.
mean? That's a very welcoming smile.
It is not. That's way too many teeth and no lips. I don't care for that.
But you're okay without no eyes, right? Yeah.
When the only facial feature is teeth.
When the only
You-
that's not a smile. That's a
The
threat.
teethers.
That's
I think this whole game is a threat.
okay.
So yeah, that's the only thing you kind of notice that's a little out of the ordinary, because it doesn't look like any merch that she had or anything like that, even if she was known for her smile.
I make like the mental note to like reach out to other. I know multiple people at Nostradamus, being like, "Is this a thing that y'all know?" Like trying to be like, ask about what this is, just because if it's not familiar to Noor, she's a little curious. She's like, I like knowing things, and I don't know what this is.
I like knowing things.
It's my job.
That's a job. But yeah, as far as you know, Fable, everything seems to be okay. I mean, you had just been with Ryan not too long ago at Gail's house, and it seems like she was all right.
Okie dokie.
But you unfortunately do not see her on the stream at the moment.
9621. So there hasn't been another massacre yet. That's good. It was about 10 last time.
Yeah, I mean, that's like 400 people less than 10, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's something.
1,600 less than 2,000 that died on that first day.
Well,
It's good, Fable. It's as good as it can be.
yeah, I'll take it. It's just that the thing is that there are, 2,379 people who've died in this game, and we keep trying to do something and keep being told that we have to be patient. And I understand that that's true, but that's frustrating. We're not being told to be patient about, waiting for our coffee to be ready. We're being told to be patient as literally hundreds of people die in a video game. So, yeah. It's good as it can be.
Noor just puts a hand on Fable's shoulder. Like, doesn't know exactly what to say, but is like trying to be comforting in her awkward self.
Thanks. I should call my mom, probably.
I should look at the headset.
And Guy, you just kind of...
Don't go in any of my rooms. First of all. Okay, boundaries.
Everyone's like, guys.
What I need most from you, Guy, is that you don't do anything that scares away our new friend who knows how to pull apart this headset.
Just, like, don't...
Is that possible?
Me to pull apart the headset?
No, well, I mean, I know that's possible. Is it possible for him not to scare you away? It's more what I'm asking.
I mean, Nora's, like, so intrigued by Guy because in the back of her mind, she remembers him saying we've met before. And Nora's still, like, thinking about that.
Well, that's awkward. So I guess...
I think I say, Guy, do you want to come with me to look at the headset?
Yeah.
Or do you want to chill here?
Yeah. Let's take a look at the guts of this thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't have actual guts. That was it. It's a genuine worry.
Probably doesn't.
There might be actual guts in there. Hopefully it's not a living thing. Some kind of face attachment.
Why would you put that?
Fable, if you need anything, let me know.
We talked about not...
Also, heat up a Pop-Tart for me, please.
What flavor? There's like 5. We got them all.
The cinnamon sugar one.
That's the best one. Sold.
It is the best one.
Okay. Fable goes and puts some Pop-Tarts in the kitchen.
Yeah, and then Noor and Guy, I guess, go to her my little stream setup / like office space.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 2050, so the kitchen will cook them by itself.
It might, depending on what hardware you got installed in there.
Or, what year is it, 2050? Okay, even in 2050, a toaster is incapable of toasting a thing the correct amount. You become a safe breaker trying to get it to do the correct amount of toasting. It can't be done. It can't be done.
You still pop it way too many times, and it's still just slightly too, like, toasted.
1.5 is the correct number of times. 1 is not. 2 is too much. You have to watch it. If you look away too long, charcoal.
Noor gives, like, Guy the, like, here's my office space, and, like, pulls up, like, another chair for him to sit at her desk, and starts opening a bunch of software that Guy has. I don't know. I feel like I can't see that Guy doesn't know because I don't know what Guy knows. But plugs the headset in, does a few things like, I don't know, like hide her IP address and like kind of be as anonymous while she's doing this as possible, and tries to run the same diagnostic test that she runs on her glasses when they're being weird. Like kind of like your computer can run like a diagnostic test. It'd be like, this is like an issue. I'm trying to see if that'll pop up anything.
Guy has a computer use of 5, but a library use of 70. If you can get Guy onto the right page where there's a list of things to look at and tell him what to look out for, he will be able to find it.
Okay, cool.
How many screens do you have, Father Mo? Like, do you have like one pulling up the diagnostic stuff and then like
There's at least 3.
Okay.
So I have 3. One of which I think still just has Smiley stream up.
Okay.
Just to, like, keep track of that.
Mm-hmm.
One of them has all of, like, her socials up in case, like, she gets a ping or any news comes up and suddenly everyone's like, Noor, letting me know. And then I think the main center one is where I'm running all, like, the tests and stuff.
Okay.
And I pull up, actually, a separate, like, laptop that I have, and I connect that to the entire setup, so I'm not doing anything on my actual PC. It's, like, my own personal laptop that I've decked out so that it's, like, if something happens, it's like a burner laptop, but very high-tech.
Okay. And then you just have that kind of casted onto your third monitor.
Yeah.
Like with HDMI, or at this point, probably wireless aspects, I'm sure.
Probably wireless at this point, but yeah. So yeah, I have that as like a backup in case something happens. I can just throw that laptop out in case like they're like, we need to track anything for like privacy's sake.
Okay. So if you want to give me, as you are you going to direct Guy in any particular direction as well? Give him any instructions?
Oh, I have such a terrible idea.
Oh no. Live your best life.
Do it.
Noor is very intrigued as to what this would happen running the diagnostic test when it's on someone and it has eye contact with something.
Sorry?
Because it's not on and it's not plugged into any console. It's just the headset.
Gotcha.
So I think, and because Noor's not going to do this to anyone else.
You want to put the headset on?
Yes.
Because I just got yelled at for like...
But you've tried going into the game and I'm not turning it on. I'm just running tests on it.
You just a little aware of the headset. Not a lot aware of the headset, a little aware of the headset.
It's like you like the Costco samples.
It's like the Costco samples.
It's like for 2 seconds. Just for the diagnostic test, because it's essentially a VR headset that does eye tracking things, I'm assuming. Right? So part of me wants to know what information I can get if it does that eye tracking stuff.
So you're testing the hardware.
I'm testing the hardware. Because most of my stuff is hardware. I just do some software, but I feel like Noor is a particularly good hardware person.
Okay. And you want Guy to what monitor while you do this?
Tenzin joke inserted
Damn
here.
it, Tenzin. They
Tenzin.
are here even when they are not.
It's true.
Yes.
All right. So you want to do that and have Guy just kind of monitor, or...
Yeah, I'll like explain to Guy, like, I'm assuming that when I put it on, I'm assuming I can't like see other things. Like, I don't know if that's actually true. So I like turn to Guy and I'm like, so I know we just yelled at Fable for putting the headset on, but I'm not turning the headset on. And I explained the whole, like, I want to put it on, the eye testing stuff, and explain to Guy, this is the different screens that are going to pop up. Here's the different stuff that can happen. Kind of running him through what the diagnostic test will, like, require of him. And I'm like, is this something that you want? Are you okay? I can also do this by myself.
We were angry at Fable, not because she put on the headset, but because they were dishonest. So, Fable,
Yo,
we're going to put on the headset just for a minute. Diagnostics and all that.
that feels highly unfair.
But I'm telling you about it in advance.
Oh, I see. This is a teachable moment. Okay. All right. Yeah, understood. Gold star. Thanks for telling me. If somehow you get in the game without me, I'm going to kill you.
I think the game might do that on its own.
Karma.
Agreed.
Yeah, so I think Noor very gingerly puts on the headset before trying any diagnostics stuff on, just to like see what it feels like, and then coaches Guy through what happens, like what to do on the computer.
Noor, if you'll give me a computer use or a electronics, something along those lines.
I am rolling scarily well today.
Yay. That's a good thing for you.
It is a good thing for me. And for some reason, doing well scares me, because that means I'm going to do bad later. Well, I rolled below 50% on both of those. I rolled a 12, and my computer use halfway 17. So I guess I roll lower than half.
I'm imagining a Guy up at this like fancy computer setup, tapping all these buttons as directed by Noor.
He's typing with all of his fingers, but he's not doing whatever new typing technique that's been learned over the last 20 years.
It's actually just eye tracking on a keyboard now.
And Guy is still pressing despite having only the looking at the keys mattering. He is still pressing down all of the keys.
Perfect. And I will say, because you did roll under 50%, Guy, it doesn't take too much. Noor is surprisingly a very, very good instructor when it comes to this sort of thing. It's like she's been doing it for a while or something, like it's her niche. And she kind of just guides you through running the analyses while the headset is on. So it's essentially what she was doing previously on the laptop, but you have a little bit more at your disposal. So, Noor, you don't see anything on the headset yet. It's not on, right? You hear some sounds, though, as the diagnostics are running. You're thinking maybe it's because the headset is hooked up at the moment, so you're kind of getting just general feedback, which is still weird if it's coming from the headset itself because it's not on. If anything, it should be coming from your computer. However, you don't have the aux hooked up to the headset. And you start hearing some sporadic beeping noises, and they start to conglomerate, and it becomes less just beeping and more sounds. And they become clear for a moment, and then it stops. And Guy, you see a notice pop up on the laptop. And essentially what the notice is telling you is that the laptop can't handle the diagnostic that's happening right now. So you're kind of overloading the system because you are still doing the diagnostic through the laptop you tried before, but you just have the output hooked up to your main computer.
No, we're overheating.
Was it just like a bunch of beeping that eventually like sounded like the ticking of a time? It was like beep 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 beep, beep. Or was it like?
Right, it was like muffled at first, like beep 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 beep, beep, and then it kind of came into one, and it sounded like actual noises you would hear in everyday life, and then it just stopped.
Like, okay, like everyday noises. Okay, so like people talk, like normal sounds, not like computer everyday noises, or like
computer noises.
Okay, I was just like confirming that I wasn't hearing voices.
So like dial-up?
Keyboard clicking, I would say.
Okay.
You kind of hear like the whir. You know the white noise you hear from electronics?
Yes.
Those kinds of noises, right? Like when your fan is going, your refrigerator, when you can actually hear the electrical sound from like an outlet. I learned that was apparently not a thing that everyone hears, by the way. So in case you don't hear that, it is just a really like a light undertone of some aspects of white noise, essentially, but they're all electronic noises.
Okay, I take the headset off and I like kill the diagnostic red. I'm like, stop it so the laptop doesn't actually explode, because I feel like the fan sounds like it's about to take off. I think I guess the laptop isn't actually powerful enough to like run the diagnostic. We could run it on my actual like computer, my PC, but I'm just concerned that could be traced back to me. But I'm like talking to Guy, and I'm like trying to like I'm just voicing ideas out, being like, but I don't know if I like have enough like essentially like I don't know if I can cover my tracks as well. Do you think we should just run it on my PC? Like take the risk?
If there's any sign, they know who you are. We'll just set fire to this place and leave.
I still have a couple months on my lease. I feel like we shouldn't actually do that.
You don't have to pay those. They say you have to pay those, but you don't have to pay those. You just have to change your name and where you live.
And your face and your fingerprints.
Duly noted.
And just don't stay anywhere too long.
I think I'm gonna run it on my PC, like my actual computer, because that's significantly more powerful than a laptop.
Yeah. So while you get that set up with Guy's assistance, Fable, you mentioned wanting to reach out to your mom.
Yeah, I know she's getting off work now, right?
Yeah, she would be getting off work here soon, so she's probably wrapping up, going to the break room and getting her little lunch that she brought, her little lunchbox and such, and gathering her belongings. I'm sure you could catch her if you tried to give her a ring.
Okay. And it was her first night working, right?
Her first day.
Okay.
She went in the morning, that morning.
Okay.
Yeah. So she didn't work a full nurse's shift, which is normally about 12 hours. She worked a partial shift since she had orientation, and she was doing some shadowing.
Okay. Yeah, I give her a call.
You hear the phone click on the other line. Have you called her on the burner phone yet?
No. I think I gave her the number.
I think you had mentioned that you don't have your previous phone anymore.
I think you wrote the number on a sticky note.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big goodbye where we made sure Sia had everything she needed.
I was saying, was it on the sticky note you put with her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, don't be brave. And she was like, you neither. And then I was like, tries on headset.
Yeah, right. All right. So you hear the phone click. It goes,
Hello?
Hey, Mom, it's me.
Oh, hey. I'm still at the hospital. So, if you're gonna talk about anything
Yep,
weird.
gotcha. Not here. How? Just sort of a quick emoji check-in. How's it going?
an emoji check-in. She thinks
You don't have to answer with an actual emoji, Mom. I just it's like a phrase. How are you? How's it going?
Emoji check-in.
Okay.
Smile. Notepad. Green circle.
Okay.
Triangle emoji.
What color triangle?
No. Yellow.
Oh,
She's like, wait, backspace. Yellow.
you don't have to backspace out loud, Mom.
There's like a yellow flower. And then a triangle.
she's not making sense. She's doing her best.
I'm gonna need some context for some of those things, but if you have to call me later, that's okay.
Oh, no, give me just a moment. Let me get downstairs and I'm just gonna put you in my pocket for a second, okay?
And you can hear the shuffling, right, as you fall into some fabric via the phone. And you hear some doors closing and the rattling of odds and ends.
This is my pocket song. I'm in her pocket again. This is the song I sing when she puts me in her pocket and walks around. I feel like this happens a
And
lot.
you
Like I
hear-
call her and she's like, hold on, I'm doing something, and then puts me in the pocket.
Oh, absolutely. She's like, wait a second. Or like in her
Yep.
purse.
And I'm like, you could just call me back. Okay.
And you hear the elevator, ding, and the door's shut. And you hear someone talking to her.
Oh, what was your name again? Sia. Oh, that's right, Sia. You did wonderful today. I heard it was your first day. I just wanted to formally introduce myself since we'll be working together for the, next foreseeable months as you fulfill your contract here. My name is Rev, so you'll see me around a good bit. I'm kind of helping out. I'm a doctor who doesn't actually work at this facility. I work at my own separate research facility, but we're doing all we can to make sure that these people come out of, whatever this is, unscathed, right?
Sia gives like a nervous chuckle.
Yeah, of course. That's, I'm here to help. I'm doing the best I can, and I've been nursing for, a real long time. So I do hope I can assist in the best way I can. Granted, this isn't, I think for all of us, this is a medical anomaly.
And he cuts in. He's like,
It is. It certainly is. We're going to make sure that we find out what's going on. Make it less of an anomaly. Right?
and she just, you don't actually hear any response from her, but she's nodding her head.
She's like, okay, have a good day, Mr. Rev.
The elevator dings and the door opens to the bottom floor. You hear some shuffling.
Hello, darling?
Hi.
Hey, I'm out front now.
Yeah, I heard that thing. That was, you seen that person before?
Oh, he's been walking around all day, in and out of the rooms with the comatose patients.
He's a doctor.
He wasn't wearing a lab coat.
Huh.
He was wearing a suit, and he looks like he knows his way around pretty well. I imagine they wouldn't, just let anyone into the patient's rooms, so maybe he's been consulted. Might be a specialist.
A suit. He wasn't wearing like a hat or a cowl or anything, right?
No,
Okay, good. Good. Okay, well, great. I would like to humbly recommend that you avoid people in suits while you're at work and you just kind of hang out with medical staff only to the best of your ability, because if somebody's walking around there in a fancy suit, I don't know who they work for. Maybe you can avoid them.
I mean, I can try, but I mean, a lot of the doctors around here do wear, their fancy little ties and make themselves look real nice up under their lab coat.
Okay, well, okay. Instead of that, maybe just like look at a person and sort of think about how suspicious they seem overall, what their fanciness level is. If their fanciness level seems high, if they seem shady, maybe every time they come around, you pretend that you left your M&Ms in the other room and you gotta go.
My M&Ms?
Yeah, you can't leave those in. Well, I mean, you. Actually, maybe you should. Maybe you should plant M&Ms in every possible room so you have a good reason to leave.
Oh, okay. I almost forgot. So, today, I don't know if I was really supposed to be involved.
Why would you lead with that? What did we say?
But,
go ahead.
But it wasn't intentional. I was in the room. I was administering, hanging a new fluid bag, and just checking in, doing vitals. And I found this individual who had a weird, glowing type of deal on their chest.
Glowing? On their chest?
Yeah, it was glowing yellow. It was an odd symbol.
What kind of symbol?
Like, well, sunflower, triangle. That's why I was doing the emojis. So it was
Oh.
not, kind of triangle shape. And when I say it was glowing, Fable, I mean, like through the skin and on top of it. I don't know. So everyone rushed in, and doctors were, doing their doctor thing, I guess.
And they were alive still? Person?
Yeah, everything was fine. I just done their vitals, and, I was worried I did something wrong, but...
A sunflower triangle glowing thing on their chest, and they're fine.
No sunflower. Sunflower was just to symbolize the color yellow.
Oh, I see.
Because there wasn't a
it's
yellow
just a triangle.
emoji. You told
Got
me,
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a weird day. And then after that, they told me not to worry, but I feel like I should be worried. And then they told me not to tell anyone.
Cool. Good. Cool and good. So a glowing triangle, and you only saw it on one person, and it was on their chest, and they were still alive.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey.
We lost some today, too, though.
Okay.
So, it doesn't seem like it's a bunch of people like that whole thing you told me about, but people are still, here and there.
Yeah.
Seems like they're disconnected from the game.
When they disconnect, anything different about them? Or does their heart just stop? I mean, what happens?
It's almost like they're sleeping.
Okay. All right.
But that Rev guy, he shows up almost every time.
That someone dies?
Yeah.
And then what happens? Where do the people go?
He talks to some nurses, and we do the whole ordeal and get them situated. Reach out to family if they have any.
Okay, so you are reaching out to their family. Like, these people aren't disappearing.
No. But, for everyone that does have family we can get a hold of, others don't.
Okay. Right. Okay, so one glowing triangle, some people dead, and they just look like they're sleeping, and a dude in a suit named Rev shows up when people die.
I mean, he shows up when they don't, too. Kind of just checks in.
But always when they do, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's some Grim Reaper shit, and you need to stay away from him. Okay. Well, think about if you want to go back tomorrow, okay?
Of course. I mean, I wasn't even there for a full day today, and all of this already?
Yeah, I mean, you weren't even there for a full day today, and they were like, look, a magic glowing triangle. Don't tell anybody. That doesn't seem good, Mom.
Well, I mean, HIPAA and all that.
No, Mom, that's not what they mean. They don't mean like HIPAA, don't tell anybody, this person's allergic to iced tea. They mean like, somebody grew a yellow triangle on their chest. Don't tell anybody because we're doing bad stuff.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Well, I gotta go. Are you gonna go to Gail's place?
Yeah, or are you there?
I'm at Noor's place right now. They're messing with the headset. Speaking of, I will see you later, and I will see you then. And when I do that, I will bring you cinnamon rolls. And yes, that is the bribery food, because I wouldn't worry too much about it. But before my buddies tell you, I did try on the headset to try to get in the game to see Ryan. I'm sure you understand. I didn't work. Don't worry. Still here. Still alive. No yellow triangles. I will see you when I see you, and I love you.
Do you just like hang up before?
Oh yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like,
I thought you told me not to be.
Yep. Click.
Sia will head back to Gail's. That's kind of gonna be her rotation because she's got to go back there anyways. Make sure Ryan's all good.
Yellow triangle. Okay.
Yeah, just a triangle, just vibing.
It's the Illuminati.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
You said yellow triangle, and I was like, were there lots of triangles and a smile by any chance?
It's triangular.
In the documents,
Yes.
there were notes that the people. Were there notes in the documents that the people who passed away, that their real life bodies were different, or that there were anomalies, or just like
You saw mention of medical anomalies.
in people passing away, or just like just people playing the game?
It was just in general.
Medical anomalies.
Medical anomalies outside of the one that is actively happening. There was a lot of kind of like sharpied out areas on the documentation about exactly what was happening, so like the actual features and traits. Although if you still have the paperwork, you might be able to do a little something with that too.
I would like to do that while they mess with the headset.
So Guy, Noor, you've got everything up and running so that you can now try to run a more intense diagnostic and really delve into, at least you hope, what's going on with this headset on your main computer.
Yes. I say very scared.
So once again, everything is plugged in. Are you going to put the headset on again, or are you just going to kind of run the initial system diagnostics and see where it takes you?
I'm gonna put the headset on again because if Noor's like, I want to do a consistent test. Mm-hmm. So if this failed with the headset on, I want to know if it fails with the headset on my PC.
So you put the headset on, and Guy, I imagine you're kind of running him through the diagnostics again.
Yep.
There are slightly more steps because this one is more intensive. It's slightly more powerful, and it checks more edge cases. The other one, I guess, was a more general diagnostic, but this one handles a lot more cases than the one on the laptop.
Gotcha. Absolutely. So you have donned the headset. Guy is, fingers flying again on the keyboard, but actively being sure to press in every key. You start to hear the same kind of like beeping feedback again. There's a small bar that pops up on your main computer, and you see that it says initiating. So it is now loaded through the initial diagnostic screen that you were getting on Noor's laptop, and a pop-up has shown up instead.
Cool. Is there anything else? It's just say initiating. Is there like a progress bar?
There's a progress bar.
Cool. Is that numbered, or just like by eye? How quickly is it moving?
It's moving fairly quickly. You see percentages, but they only update every like 25%. And from there, the bar moves, right?
Okay, we've got initiating and a progress bar.
It's at about 15% already.
15% and rising quite quick.
Do I see things? Do I hear anything? Is it just like...
You're still hearing like the tonal frequencies, right? And like the beeping. You're starting to hear kind of like keyboard clacks coming through again. And it continues loading. It stops at about what Guy you would believe to be 99%.
We're at 99. It's holding.
If you'll both roll me a spot hidden.
I don't want to do this. I knew this was gonna be bad, but it's one of those things where it's like you know you had to do something.
That's 12 under 65, so it's the super low.
Yeah, I rolled 24, and so it's below half. So I more than succeeded.
Guy, all of the screens in Noor's setup go blue, and they're numbered 010010100101. It's scrolling. Noor, you've not been able to see anything in this headset, but you can see your computer screens.
Okay.
Through the headset now, doing the same thing. And you get a high-pitched tonal ring in your ears. It almost sounds like an alarm. Like you've breached some sort of alarm system. And then another pop-up. And it says, lockup access denied.
Lockup access?
Mm-hmm. You see the 3 dots again. What you do on like a computer that's loading messages, right? It drops another message. Gateway error. 3 dots. Drops another message. Permittance. And then it says exit and enter. And it says exit. And under there allowed is admin, players, etc. And it says corrupted. And then there's 3 more dots. And you see enter. Awaiting admin. And then you see restrictions. And there's 1 name. And it says Hastur.
So Guy is can see this, right? On screen?
Yeah.
Cool. So he doesn't know that Noor can see this. So he sort of just sighs. Well, he probably hates me anyway. And he's going to go to the other room, pull the silver mace out of his duffel bag, and start smashing the computer screens.
Wait. No, wait, do I know? Wait, okay, wait.
You can't see what's going on around you, but you see what your computer screens are seeing right now. So
Okay.
you probably hear Guy smashing things. And the alarm is still blaring in your ears.
Immediately take the headset off and, tackle Guy from destroying my setup.
Guy, if you will roll me, just roll me a flat d6.
6.
Guy has smashed 2 of your 3 computer screens. And as you grab him to stop him from smashing the 3rd, you see hands pressing up against the screen from what it looks like the inside out.
No!
Escaping Carcosa is brought to you by the Ballad of the 7 Dice Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram by searching Ballad of the 7 Dice. Supporting our Patreon helps us pay for the show, such as hosting, equipment, and additional content for you to enjoy. Our Patreon is Pay What You Want and contains behind-the-scenes updates, audio dramas, one-shots, and more. You can also head over to iTunes and Spotify and leave us a 5-star review. Every review helps us fight against the horrors of the algorithm. Until next time, dear travelers, keep an eye out for the yellow sign.
Sorry, I was overcome by the idea of dressing Guy up as fancy as possible, putting nice cologne on him, and being like, go get her, kill her. Go, handing him some poetry and some roses, and being like, go fix your mistakes. And apologize that I broke her door.
Noor would have so much fun with that, by the way. Noor's going to get Guy into an outfit that isn't like 10 years old. Sorry, I just gave you lore. I was like, not to do.
No, please.
Give that lore.
When you said Capitol Hill, I was like, bet. Because I used to walk around Capitol Hill when I would go visit Seattle.
This is just me wanting to live in Capitol Hill.
Manifesting.
A couple of my friends got married at Capitol Hill.
They have rainbow
Aw.
sidewalk,
Yeah.
like the cross
They
sidewalk
do.
crossings. They're like rainbows.
Yeah.
It's like the cutest little
Denver
thing.
has some of those too.
I say it's like Gay Town in Philly.
It is.
Child.
Hi. I need that mic, sir.
Your cats are
It's actually his mic. I don't know what
actually
you're talking
everything
about.
in your house.
Lucas is getting more
is-
premium cat sounds right now.
Oh my god, so
Lucas, make them like scary sounds.
No,
for-
don't.
I mean, we actually home make our own scary sounds in this campaign.
Lucas, may I humbly suggest a blooper reel that is just Michaela's cats purring into the mic and bumping into the microphone. And
Put it onto the Patreon.
and like a series of like, no, sir, not now. No, you can't be there, sir. Bonk.
Call it Cthulhu Cat ASMR. It's funny because he bonked as soon as you said that.
Amazing. We also need bloopers of just us talking for
Oh,
10
God.
minutes at
I
the
know.
beginning of
If
our
it was a
recording.
blooper that's 10 minutes long, we could get that done today. We could
Absolutely.
get that done right now.
That's true.
So you put the headset back on. Thank you, Loomis.
Hi, kitty.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I know Loomis is like,
Don't put the headset on.